holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break! Tabby Lions! Trap 50, trap 50! Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The Bucs at 4-10 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be a Commanders' first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Gibson.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
79 Broncos. Check. Warriors 17. 18 Rattlers.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. He'll dump this off to Akers. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
70 Ranger. Back in 60. Streak. 19 Lions. Trap 60.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
7 Pirates. 19 tight.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once more, Gibson. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Come on. Hey.
Here's 2nd and 8. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it.
They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. It's a pickup of 19.
And it'll be first down, Washington.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports from the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete. Finding space at the 40.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
19-1. Pat the street. Pat the street.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Check pass, check pass.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
19. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A give up the middle to Akers.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 4.
He finds his man complete. It's Moody. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Looking to throw. throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Back to throw here.
It's Edwards again.
They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Tackle made by Chase Young.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check man, check man. Hey, hey, check that. Go.
2nd and 9 now. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33.
Let's go now. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
19. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. 18 Rodney. 18 Raptors.
They're going to look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now back to throw.
Pass complete to Akers on the out route.
Touchdown!
Cam Akers.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll drop to throw.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Bucs first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last